So, hello my dear students, we are going to start our lesson. So, are you ready? If you are ready, before starting our new theme, let's look at this picture. What are you seeing in this picture? Yes, of course, it's our space and the planets in it. Let's remember the names of the planets. You learned it earlier from other subjects like geography. So there are solar system and the planets. Let's name the planets together: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. If you remember the planets, name of the planets, so let's start our lesson. And what might be our today's lesson? Do you have any idea? You may write on this page. We are all see it together. So you are right. Our today's new theme about planets, solar system, and the space. So we are going to start a new module 8. It's introductory lesson. That's why you will know and take more information about space. In this unit, in this module 8, the objectives of this module, it is vocabulary. If you pay attention in this slide, there are written vocabulary learning objectives, module objectives. It's vocabulary. We will learn new vocabulary according to space, mysterious events, space colonization, computer generated imagery. And we also learn how to use grammar, the passive conditionals types 2 and 3, and we will add new conditionals. It's mixed conditionals. And the reported speech, it's revision, and because we learned it from using reported speech in the last unit. So, and there are also phrasal verbs according to the verb keep, let, and pick, and the word formation forming abstract nouns from verbs and adjectives. And we will learn abstract nouns. And if you know abstract nouns, also abstract noun begins with capital letters. And the next writing, in the writing task, we will write an essay, a film review. Essay according to the film which we have seen, which we have seen till this day. And the culture corner in this culture corner, we will take information about NASA. You know, the NASA is in America. It is space agency, and reaching for the stars. It might be the theme of the text, so we will know about it in the following lessons. So the last one is curricula. We will, in this curricula we will stop. Our lesson related to the literature. In this literature, we will learn the novel The Day of the Triffids. So, if you it's introductory lesson, and we will introduce and I'll introduce it the objectives of the module 8. So let's continue our new lesson. In this, our today's learning objectives is use a growing range of vocabulary which is appropriate to topic and genre and which is spelled accurately. In these objectives, we will learn we will learn new vocabulary and how to use it in these exercises. And the next objective, explain and justify own and other point of view on a wide range of general and curricular topics. In these objectives, you should explain our own point of view and you justify our point of view, and you should also respect others' point of view. The last one is recognize the attitude or opinion of speakers in unsupported extended talk. When we read the text in this today's lesson, we will read the text and you should recognize the attitude or opinion of the author in unsupported extended talk. So it's our today's objectives, and after studying this lesson, you should know and you should pay the learning objectives if we reach the objectives or not. So our today's new vocabulary, let's repeat the new vocabulary together. It's atmosphere, surface, beta, stars, жұлдыз, radio, dwarf, кішкентай, particles, бөлшектер, waves, толқындар, solar, күн, telescope. So let's repeat again. Atmosphere, surface, stars, radio, dwarf, particles, waves, solar, telescope. And in today's lesson, we use this new vocabulary, and you also look at this vocabulary on your student's book on page 97. You may write the translation of these words with your pens on it. So you may write and look at this new vocabulary in order not to forget when you do exercises. If you write the translation of this vocabulary, let's go on our lesson. So it's a task for you. Space facts. There are some interesting facts, and when you read these facts, you know you should feel this. You should feel this text. You should feel the text using the new vocabulary, today's new vocabulary. So let's read it. The first facts. You cannot hear sound in space because there are not enough for sound to travel through. However, astronauts can communicate thanks to waves. What might be? If you find the words, you may write on our page and we will look if it's true or false. You may give your opinion if it is not right. So if you have answers, you may write. So you are right, you cannot hear sound in space because there are not enough particles, yes, for sounds. And the second one is waves to travel through. However, astronauts can communicate thanks to radio waves. Radio waves, radio толқындары. Did you understand these facts? So the next, if you have some difficulties in the new vocabulary, you may write after this lesson. You may write right now if you don't understand some vocabulary, some words. You may write right now. So you will do it, you will explain it together. So let's continue. The next fact. The footprint of the astronaut will stay on the moon's for at least 100 million years. This is because the moon